Every election season we have in Kenya, we as Kenyans go out there to vote for presidents, MPs, senators, and governors. But what if I told you some of the most powerful people we have in Kenya are never elected on the ballot, but their decisions alone impact millions of Kenyans? These people, they don't campaign. These people, they don't do rallies. Yet, what they say definitely affects your life. Wangeshi Miriam, and this is GTK Media. Let's dive in and see who these people are and how their decisions affect your life. Let's dive in. When we think about power, we often think about elected leaders.
I, William Samoei Ruto.
I, Uhuru Kenyatta.
The president, the governors, members of parliament. But these are the faces we often see on televisions and campaign posters. But politics is more compared to an iceberg. What we see above the surface is only a small part of the story. Beneath it lies a network of advisors, technocrats, strategists, and institutions that quietly shapes decisions behind closed doors. And GTK Media will call them name by name so you get to know who really runs Kenya. Let's begin by first understanding that no president governs alone. Every leader relies on trusted advisors. These are the people who provide information, they interpret risk, and they help shape decisions. And sometimes these advisors hold no elected office, yet the same people have direct access to the highest office in the country. And while the public sees speeches and announcements, there are countless conversations that often happen long before those decisions are made public. Let's break it down. One of the greatest forms of power is information, and this is what makes countries like United States more powerful. This means the person who controls information can influence decisions. Imagine this: two advisors presenting different versions of the same situation. This means the recommendation a leader chooses may depend entirely on the information available to them. This is why experts, advisors, and policy teams often play a crucial role in government. In Kenya, for instance, the most powerful advisors are based in the executive office of the president. These people are as follows. 1. Dr. David Ndi, who is the chair of the Council of Economic Advisors for the President. Number 2 is Ambassador Monica Juma, who is the National Security Advisor. And number 3 is Professor Makau Mutua, who is the Senior Advisor on Constitutional Affairs. This list doesn't end here. We will continue to list them because these leaders shape major policies, national budgets, and state security, and all these affects you in day-to-day life. And all these people earn nearly 1 million gross pay plus allowances.
Tonight, it has emerged that some of President William Ruto's advisors are on the same pay grade as cabinet secretaries and principal secretaries, earning at least 1 million Kenya shillings a month in salaries.
But again, to understand one more thing, political influence does not only come from government offices, it also comes from business leaders, civil society organizations, religious institutions, and professional associations. And believe it, all these can influence public policy. The above people may not vote in parliament, but their opinions really shape discussions around taxation, education, healthcare, and investments. But how does this matter to you? You may ask. Well, Even though many citizens focus only on elected leaders, it's very important to know how these decisions are made, which requires looking beyond these people we see on TVs. This is because policies do not emerge from a single individual, but more often as the result of conversations, negotiations, and competing interests. But the question is not whether unelected people have influence, because every country has advisors, experts, and institutions. The real question is, how transparent should that influence be, and how can citizens remain informed about the forces shaping public decisions? The story of power is rarely simple. It's not only about who wins elections, it's also about the people, institutions, and ideas that influence decisions long after the campaigns are over. And perhaps that's why understanding power requires us to look beyond the headlines. What do you think? Should unelected advisors have significant influence in government? Let me know in the comments. I'm Wangeshi Miriam, and this is GTK Media.